All right, I'm making this video in the chance that somebody wanted to know the size comparison here. You know, if you're in a unique situation, and we're just curious what the size comparison is here of what we have here is a CreekBank 50 right here, and then a Super Bait Tank 40. Now the biggest difference here is the CreekBank, I believe, measures by total water in the entire tank. So this is supposed to be 50 gallons total. Super Tank, this is measuring the water in the bait area, which I probably prefer. I think that's a more accurate way to measure these tanks, is just go by what is in the bait area. But you do have to account for the filter side, of course, which is probably 10, 15 gallons worth of water there. So on a CreekBank, filter size a little bit smaller, thinner. Super Bait Tank is a little bit bigger. No drain plug in a Super Bait Tank. These are welded tanks. These are rolled and molded. CreekBank's a little bit heavier. It's got a little bit more weight to it than the Super Bait Tank does. Both insulated. Both Danko Venturis. The CreekBank, sorry for saying so many times. The CreekBank lids are removable. So is the Super Bait Tank lid. The Super Bait Tank lid's in my truck, but it's basically a lid for the whole tank, and where CreekBank has a lid for the bait side and the filter side. So here's the size comparison. About the same height, pretty much exactly the same height. If you go by length, Super Tank is maybe an inch longer, I'd say. Definitely wider. Definitely a wider tank. And CreekBank uses the bulkhead Danko. Super Bait Tank uses the directional flow here with the inline Venturi. Biggest difference here, though, is the filter system, in my opinion. Super Tank has the box scale catcher here. Super Tank has the box here, which I honestly would probably prefer. CreekBank has a box as well. Their box is a little smaller. Got filter material in there now. Compare these here. So there's the difference in your filtration system there. Super Tank's a little bit bigger. CreekBank stock, they're going to give you one of these sheets here. I've always doubled up on them when I use my CreekBank, and I have added a 110 volt pump to the CreekBank here. But Super Tank is a little bit bigger. Box filter and the scale catcher edition, which I haven't. This is my first Super Tank, so see how that scale catcher does. I'm excited. I've loved my CreekBank. I've had it for a year and a half now, and it gets the job done. These have been known to be the best two tanks on the market. CreekBank and Super Bait Tank 2 are just right up there. So again, CreekBank's been great for me. I've kept a lot of bait healthy in there. I've caught a lot of fish with a CreekBank tank, but I just wanted a Super Tank just to have it, just because this is the legend in and of itself right here, Super Bait Tank 2. So there's the comparison.